This is the URT. Welcome to the URT. You are the URT. We are the URT. Come and get your daily dose of the therapy, people. It's the podcast. Big up, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday night, and I'm just watching the Madrids, the two Madrids. I'm just watching the two Madrids, and it's still extra time. 9 minutes are gone, and it's still 2-2 on aggregate, 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. Poor game, to be fair to you. I thought the quality of Liverpool and PSG at times was a brilliant game. But he's through! It's through! Ooh! Rudiger just made the intervention. The ball was just going to go to their striker. And last minute, it was a long ball from All Black right down on the right-hand side of Atletico Madrid attack. Real Madrid were outnumbered a little bit there. And the game's really opening up now. So it's a long ball, got the ball across. If Rudiger wasn't there, it was the tap-in for the Atletico Madrid striker. But yeah, big up to everybody. Welcome. This is the URT. We're doing a bit of the watch-along. Extra time watch-along things that go on. Good evening, the Kushite brother. Big up, man. Big up to all my Kushite massive, man. Big up. Big up to all my Nubian, Kushitic people, man. East African people. Watching the game, Nura Atletico are cooking. Nah, and I don't think so. Not really. Real Madrid have just been crap. Atletico are not that great. Scholes's about to wake up, man. Wakey, Scholesy. Wakey. Look at him. He's going to sit down now. But big up, people. How are we doing? How are we doing, people? Vinicius Jr. obviously missed the apps. Probably one of the worst penalties. Real Madrid. Ooh, All Black behind it. Vinicius Jr. took one of the worst penalties in football history. My guy tried to find the top bin, found Rosette. It was crazy. The game is proper opening up now, though, a little bit. It's getting stretched now. I don't think either of them want to go to penalties. It's going end to end. But yeah, Real Madrid have been crap, man. I'm not going to lie to you. They expected better. What Atletico Madrid have done is that they have absolutely given the attack, the Real Madrid attack, no space. And the only time that Mbappe got space, the oops, Daisy. Sorry, Scholesy. The only time he got space is like on a kind of mad counter transition. And obviously he won the penalty, but he didn't take it because he missed one against Liverpool, didn't he? But Vinicius took it, and it was just, it was mad. It was a mad pen. It was a mad penalty, people. It was a mad penalty. But how are we doing, people? How are we doing? Big up Shakarian. Big up to everybody. Early birders. Big up Kasindrich. Is that how you say your name, bro? Help me pronounce your name. Big up to you, though. How's it going, URT? Feeling better after food? Towards the Nurin. Yeah, feeling a lot better. Nathan. Big up, Nathan. Big up, Nathan. Yeah, feeling a lot better, man. 100% feeling a lot better. But yeah, big up Ben as well. Big up everybody in the chat, man. Just watching the last bits of the Champions League. You're having a laugh. Champions League. You're having a laugh. Watching that last bit of the Champions League, people. Just watching that bit there. So big up, people. Big up the chat. Big up the massive. Big up the chat. Big up the massive. Big up the URT, where we keep it 100%. It's bootlickers and sheep free zone. Welcome. This is the home of the resistance to Ineos Glazer BS PR. This is the anti-PR, anti-Glazer Ineos PR. So welcome, people. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, people. Welcome to the URT. Big up the URT. Yeah. Big up the URT and big up the massive. Yeah. Big up the URT and big up the massive. Big up the massive. Yeah, understand? Big up the massive. Big up the massive. Big up the massive. Big up the URT. This is the URT. We're having it. We're having it. Big up, people. How is it? Who do you think is going to win? Who's going to go through? Let's go. Let's do this, people. Who's going to go through? Ala Madrid or Atletico Madrid? Who do you think? Who's betting their hatches? Who's betting their hatches? Who's betting it? Who's betting that? Who is doing it, people? Who's doing it? Who's your money on? Who's your money on, people? Who's your money on? Let me know. Let me know who's your money on, people. Let me know. Tekkas only. What? Go on, Tekkas. Tekkas. What's Tekkas saying, man? Big up, Tekkas. Tekkas is saying, Nuruddin, Amarin, keep moving mad. I'll take a new Brighton manager. He seems to understand the league. Smoke both Ten Hag and Amarin this season. Also, Maresca at Chelsea is in the same week top coach. Yeah, boy, oh boy. Listen, we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. You think people think he's gonna go into penalties? Listen, Amarin, to me, I feel bad for him. Maresca Chelsea twice in the same week. Top coach, yeah. Big up. I think we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. He's gonna have to make mistakes as a young coach. He's learning on the job. He's learning on the job, people. I don't blame Amarin. I blame the people who put him in this position. And the guy. So who did the interview? So big up the people, big up the people, big up. Yeah, man, big up Saeed, man. Big up Saeed TV. Road to 200K. You should have 1 million subscribers, man. You should be having 1 million subscribers. So big up Saeed. Big up Saeed TV. Yeah. But it is what it is. We're watching it, man. We're watching it. Is he gonna go to penalties? Do you think somebody's gonna win it on a transition? I think Atletico being a better team. But to be fair, they've not created too many chances. For being at home, they've not created too many clear-cut chances. Lots of shots from outside. Lots of shots from outside the area, yeah. Yeah, big up Stephen Maguire, man. Of course it is. We're going to be talking about your namesake tonight, Maguire. I'm taking the piss. We're gonna be talking about the lot Maguire. We got a top chat show for you tonight. Here is Phoenicius. Can he make it up? Can he make up for the? Can he amend? Can he amend for his mistake? Can he do it? Will he do it? No, he won't do it. He's basically drowning. Big up Lesso. Big up to my Southern African brother from another mother. Yeah,
big up to the chat.
You good?
Big up to everyone. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good, man. Now,
we're just watching a bit of the extra time of Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid. It's been an actually dull game. The Liverpool game last night was a top draw. Liverpool PSG, that was a brilliant game. For about 70 minutes of that game, it was like proper football game. But here, it's not all that. It's not all that here, but it is what it is. Let me just bring Scholes in here. Come here, pal. Nah. Come here, pal.
Big up, everyone. Big up to the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, big up Scholes.
Big up Scholes.
Big up Scholes. Big up Scholes. We got Scholes here. If I turn the camera slightly this way, you can see man like Scholes, you know. Bring it down a little bit, you can see man like Scholes. Like Scholesy here, man. Scholesy, say hello. Say hello, Scholesy. Say hello. Say hello to the masses. Say hello to the masses, Scholesy. Say hello to the masses. Hey, Scholesy's about. We have to just make sure we give him enough love. Enough love. Yeah, Real Madrid got a free kick, man. Are you watching, Alesso? They got a free kick. Yeah, they got a free kick outside on the corner of the area. Maybe it's the other way around. Vinicius and people arguing, people fighting. Vinicius and Bellingham arguing. They just showed a clip of that. People, please smash the like. Scolzy's about, better watch out. Shekarias and Nuruddin, Paco guy from PSG was fantastic. United should be going all out for him and sell that scrub Maguire. Listen, we're gonna talk about it. Let's just watch the bit of the game. Are you guys watching it? Any of you watching the game? Any of you guys watching the game, man? That's the question. That's the question. Any of you guys watching the game? Big up Ben. Ben's about as well. Ben, have you got the game, and are you watching the game?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, man. What do you think? Is he going to go to penalties, or do you think somebody's going to win it?
It looks dead. The game looks very dead. I think it will be penalties.
Atletico are playing for penalties.
Pick up the chat.
Yeah.
Nerdin, your camera's a bit too. I don't know whether it's the same with Leicester. There we go.
People couldn't see me for a while.
Big up Leicester.
Big up Leicester. Big up the gang. Big up the gang. Scolzy's getting some love. You see? Saying hello to him. He's been sleeping most of the day. He's going out most of the night now, and he's been sleeping most of the day. But yeah.
How old is Scolzy? Nerdin.
He's about 3 now. 3 and a half, nearly 4. It's gonna be 4 in July, I think, or in June. It's gonna be 4. He's still a wee little boy. He's still wee little boy. He's still a wee little boy. So that's the first half over, innit? The first half of extra time done. Yeah. Going into the second part now, people. Second part. Ben, let's go. Do you want to get a winner, or do you want penalties? Do you want the drama of the penalties?
They're going to penalties.
Do you think Vinicius is going to take one again? Go ahead, Ben. Do you think Vinicius is going to take one again?
Oh yeah, he will. I think he will. I don't think he'll be first though. I think he'll be like 3 or 4, taking a penalty. But no, do you know what? I do like Madrid, you know, as a football club. But I mean, it would be good to see Atletico go through and knock Real Madrid out, like, because it just makes it more entertaining to watch. Like, you know, obviously we've seen Aston Villa go through, and now they're going to be playing against PSG, who I think are the favourites to win it, along with Barcelona.
Might have been subbed. Has he been subbed?
I can hear it now.
No, I think he's still there. Is he?
All right, somebody was like near the bench. Maybe he was getting some water or stuff. But yeah.
Oh, he's still there. He's still there.
Still on the pitch. Yeah. Big up. Big up the Matthews. Big up the Matthews. Big up the people. Listen, I'm gonna get the kettle on. Talk to the people. Talk to the people. Ben, talk to the people. I'm gonna get a cup of tea. Put the kettle on.
Cup of tea.
Hey, I'm having a cuppa. Hey, Simeone's going mad. He's going mad. Simeone's going mad. He's like this. He's always
masterclass.
Big up the chat. Like always, chat. Free Palestine. Fuck Zionism. Big up the South Africa for supporting Palestine too. To my boy Lesso. And yeah, Lesso. How are you? All good?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. Just trying to finish off this game so we can get to Manchester United business.
Yes.
But
very good. Did you watch? Sorry. Did you say something? Sorry.
No. What were you about to say?
Oh, I was about to say, did you get a chance to see the Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Gary Neville interview?
Yeah. No, let's just say that is up for discussion. Actually, we should delve into that.
100%. 100%. We'll delve into that when Nerdin gets back. Listen and chat everyone as well. Obviously, put in the comments, what do you all think of the preview of the new stadium? Like, do any of you like it? Do any of you not like it? You know, put it down in the comments. What about you, Lesso? Do you like the preview of the new stadium, or?
You know, I'm all about tradition. I also do believe in change. Sometimes, but in our case, I think this should have been done a whole lot earlier. Personally,
Yes.
if we had actually did this a whole lot earlier, I think we would have been managed. We would have been able to actually save the stadium.
Yeah.
We just let the stadium rot, and then it became impossible infrastructurally wise. For us to actually rebuild it. So unfortunately, we ended up having to go with the new stadium as a result. And yeah, I guess maybe hopefully this new Trafford will actually bring positive things to
Yes.
Manchester United overall, man. But yeah, there's a lot of fans who are still pissed off, obviously. But I think what they're also trying to do, I think they're gonna try and maintain the Manchester United core fan base,
Yeah.
the Manchester-based fans to come to the games. I think that's what Sir Jim said in his interview with
Facts. Yep,
regards to
he
the way
did.
he's gonna structure, the way he's gonna structure the ticket prices and everything. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't like the design personally. It just reminds me of how much of a circus we've been. It looks like a circus tent. Have you seen it? Like I was shocked. I was like, are these? I think they're taking the piss or something. Literally out of all designs, you go for one that looks like an actual circus.
Yeah.
A circus tent. So yeah, but we'll see how it goes. But I think it will be good for the economy. There will be a lot of people who are hired, and the area in itself will generate a lot of money. So
Yep.
it's always good
Pick up
going
the food.
forward.
Facts.
Pick up the
Now, for me, I think I'm completely with you. I think inside of the stadium, like the actual pitch and like the seating, I think it looks quite good. I think the outdoor area with all like the I think they show previews of like the mega store. I think there was an Adidas shop there. Like obviously all the commercials, like cafes. I think that's quite good
Mm.
because I think stadiums do need that in this modern day. Of football and sports in general. Um, I like the fact that they've put three towers representing the trident of the Red Devil, and I like the fact that they're the main street to like walk to the stadium. It's like the base of someone like drew it on like the actual preview itself, so I think it's actually looks pretty cool. Like in regards to that case, the one thing I don't like is the circus. I was like, what am I seeing? It looks like a fucking circus.
Butlins FC. Here we go. We're all going on now. Butlins, mate. We're going to watch the game at
Yep.
Butlins.
Yep.
Butlins holiday.
Yep.
It's a UK thing, man. Butlins, yeah. Explain to them what Butlins is. You know what Butlins is, Ben?
No.
Oh my God, I forget you're Irish, aren't you? So you don't know. Like in England, they have like Butlins, yeah? Sheikh Arian, please explain to the people what Butlins are. It's like these like tents, the shape like tents in it, or like circus things, but they're these like apartments, not holiday destinations. So you go there, so they've got water parks, all these different kind of things are going on.
Oh wow, I need to see this.
Yeah, Butlins, man.
But now, like,
Butlins.
I think as you said, Lesso, like, I think the Glazers have already done enough damage to Old Trafford. I think Old Trafford, it's sad that they're going to be knocking it down. Like, it is very sad. Like, it'll always be in our hearts, and regardless, this is on the Glazers. Yeah, it's completely on the Glazers. They've just ruined everything. I do agree that regenerating it would be the wrong decision because the damage is already done. And I think in life at times you just need to start a new chapter. It's a new generation out there, and at the end of the day, we just needed to build a new stadium, and that's it. It is what it is, really. But now, like I said, obviously they said 5 to 6 years for the stadium to be complete. I call bullshit, and that I reckon it'll be even longer. I just know what builders are like these days. But like I said, I seen there was like another picture of like the canal, the Manchester Canal, like the one of the river was actually it was going past. I think it was the east stand of the stadium, and then there was like people outside sunbathing. I'm like, guess why did you show the preview of that of people actually outside on the grass? Manchester's usually raining and and very very cold. No one's gonna be sitting outside, looking at the stadium and like just looking at the canal and stuff. Like I didn't understand that. I just don't understand what Sir Jim's trying to do there, but. No, anyways, like I'm looking like regardless as a United fan, like of what I think of like Ineos and Glazers, that they're still, in my opinion, they still need to get the fuck out of the football club. But um, at the end of the day, it's as a United fan, I'm looking forward for the new stadium regardless. But I am very upset with Old Trafford. Like I really am. I wish we can keep it. But nah, like I said, it's just apart from the circus model, I'm quite inside of the stadium. I'm quite impressed. Like, I'm actually right happy. I'm actually quite happy. So I am with the seating area, and I believe in the preview as well, they like they mentioned like what they're gonna have in in the Stretford end, should we call it? They're gonna have like a big red wall, like a big red net. Do you like how they have it in the Borussia Dortmund stadium and like other like foreign stadiums? They have like a big red wall indicating like where the proper fans are. Like obviously Stretford End was obviously where most of the like the real Reds were like but I think they're talking about having like a pole behind the net behind the goal, so that'll be interesting to see. But now like I said, um you know I'm looking forward to see, like to actually go into it, like regardless of like the Glazers and any else what I think about them. But big up Bombay.
Yes. Good evening, gents. Congratulations. Butlins, Pontins.
Oh my days, nerded on.
Yes, Lesso. How are you, bro? Dino, big up, brother. Love.
Big
Big up to the therapy army. Amazing, right?
Oh,
I've been there
dear.
before.
Oh,
I used to go here as a kid. It's Camelot.
Oh
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
no.
Botlands FC. Come on. Botlands
Butlins
FC.
FC.
There we go. There we go.
Butlins
Oh.
FC. Sir Jim is my G.
This
We
is
are the
let's
best
go.
in the Northwest, so don't test.
Listen, Lesso, and all the people abroad. This is like Butlins, and somewhere in the UK, near the seaside, that's a
Look,
Butlins holiday.
Is
Oh,
that a carousel? Brilliant.
oh my
Brilliant.
god.
There's going to be a theme park there, with that carousel thing. It's going to be called the Manchester United Story, Round and Round. Get on for if you want a ride.
Oh
Oh
my
dear.
days.
So,
Brilliant, brilliant.
so don't worry, people. Don't you worry. We're in good hands. We're in good hands. Listen, we're gonna come
Oh,
to
yeah.
that. Mumbai, are you watching the Real Madrid? Are you watching the Madrid derby?
I can't lie, no disrespect, but I love a good penalty shootout, and it looks like we've got a few minutes and we're heading there. I am watching it still. Atletico 1,
Woo!
Madridistas 0.
We're watching it. We're watching it.
Watching. What a game for anybody that watched the PSG. I thought it was a
What
Oh, yeah,
great
good
game.
game.
What a game! For
Thank
70
you,
minutes,
PSG.
for 70 minutes last night, it was blockbuster. Blockbuster.
Yeah,
That was.
it
Facts.
was, man. Really.
Facts.
Like a proper old school cup tie, that.
Yeah.
Think really like this PSG team. They got
I
a
do
bit
as well.
mercenary Galacticos before. It seems like there's a real team going on again now. No crazy mad stars. And my God, that Vitinha blew my mind.
Oh,
Blew my
quality,
mind
Got
bro.
yesterday.
legs.
Quality.
Wow.
They've got legs. They've got legs as well. Man.
Well, the
And
Facts.
they've
young
got a lot of
proper
athleticism.
recruitment, man. Proper
Yeah,
recruitment. Proper recruitment. A
it's
football club
ridiculous.
that has got it wrong for so many years and learned the lessons and recruited properly. That's the
Yeah.
difference. That is
Yes.
what's the difference. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah. That's
Hendricks coming on for Vinny now.
That
Yeah,
Capascalia as
I
well.
told you, Finney's not gonna take. He's not gonna take a penalty.
Shit it.
That was one of the worst penalties I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, I'll stop sharing
Oh.
this one now. Big up to Jarvis, by the way. Big up Jarvis. Jarvis, jump on.
Jarvis.
If you're free, jump on. No problem if you're busy. No problem. But jump on if you're free.
He can't make it tonight, you know, bro. I spoke to him. He's out celebrating the new stadium and that, so might be on the lash.
Anyway, big up to Jarvis, big up Tactical Devils. Make sure people you check them out. They're on the road to 1K. We need to get them there ASAP. Tactical Devils on YouTube. Stu and Jarvis break down the football properly. I was on the bike the other night and I hear Bumbai's voice on there as well. Bumbai was a guest the other night and it was really good. The new stadium means the Glazers and Jim the Rat stay forever. Just a matter of time before we become American franchise. Go United, clap, clap. Giant foam finger in the air. There you go.
Do you reckon they'll rename it, bro? Is it going to be called Old Trafford?
No, it's going to be called something else, man.
Any Arena.
Benny Hill FC.
So Jim Ratcliffe stand.
Yeah. That's what he wants. You heard that interview? Vanity, mate. The level of vanity of that guy is unbelievable, man.
A wolf, man.
The vanity of that guy. Oh, he said when I was going across Mongolia and China, they didn't want to look at my passport. They just wanted a selfie. That's why he thought the selfie, when United fans were telling him, just like you're taking the next, just like you see you next Tuesday. He was like, do you want a selfie? You saw that video, right? Mumbai, did you ever see that video?
No, bro. The last video I saw was when he was getting some shit from some of our fans in the car. Not
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
that
that's what
one.
I'm thinking. So in that video, no wonder because he thought that it's the 28% is just nothing but a vanity project, isn't it? Because he told Gary Neville. Did you see the Gary Neville interview?
Nope.
That was interesting. That was an interesting interview. Yeah.
What did you? What's your assessment of Gary? I know you know. I mean, you're a fair critic.
It was an interview between two business partners.
That's good.
Right. And Gary had to pretend that he was grilling him. To be fair to Gary, he did say, "This is all the Glazers, and you're taking the flak." And then Jim the Rat was defending the Glazer. He's like, "Listen, I am part of their new. What's the word? I'm part of their new family, mate. It wasn't that."
Adopted son.
But yeah, people, it's 3 minutes left, and then we go into panel A. Unless somebody, no, he dived. My guy here is diving Lorente, try to win a penalty. It's so funny. Rudiger picks him up and just laughs at him and says, "Come on, man, stop this, stop the cat. You kicked the ball and then you fell over." So yeah, he's trying to pretend it's a penalty. Jamie Wade, we had a photo, man. You missed it. Maybe you went for a cup of tea. Stadium, lad. Big up everybody, by the way. Big up everybody. Big up Sheikh. Big up Dave. Big up Tech. Big up everybody. Every one of you in the chat, man. Big up to every.
Oh, Sir Jim's kicked them.
Yep. There you go.
They've had enough. They've had enough.
I don't know. Jimmy was only joking. Let him back on. We need him, please.
There we go. I'm back.
There we go.
There we go.
Let me just think. He's the genius behind all the looks, the signings they bought. United could have had that if it wasn't for Dodgy Dave and the Rat. Yeah. Big up, man. Big up to everybody. Tech only says the new stadium is decent, but FYI style of stadium. What should we be getting as fans? On top, can we match the screens close to the eyes, to the eyesight? Big up. Big up everybody. Big up, man. Big up PSG fans for showing a Palestinian flag at the game. Yeah, man. Big up to them, innit? That's why I want PSG to win it. I want PSG to win it, man.
You know what? Have you ever seen a Palestinian flag at a United match?
Other than the ones that we took, yeah, years back. Remember Pogba? We gave it to Pogba and Ahmad.
Yeah, that was a great day. That was a great day. But seldom, man. Seldom.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be penalties. So who do you want to win? Atletico Madrid penalties or Real Madrid are gonna win on penalties? Who's gonna win?
I'm a Madrid fan in Spain. I've always liked Madrid. United is my team, but in Spain is Madrid. But Madrid have done it a lot, man. They've won it a lot. So
may the best team win. Thibaut Courtois is a hardened Zionist.
Well, he's married to one.
Is
So
he?
it kind of, yeah. Well, she is.
Wow.
Come on, Atletico. Come on.
Come on, Atletico. Fuck the Zionists, mate. I'm against every team that's the Zionist.
Do you know
Fuck
what
Dortmund. I wanted Dortmund to get knocked out. And I want Paris to win, man. At least I get to see bare flags in the final.
You know
Where's
what?
the
This
final
Paris
this year? Where's
team.
the Champions League final this year, by the way? Where is it held?
Into it.
Is it in Munich? I
Don't
think
know,
it might be
no
in
idea.
Munich, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's why I hate him, GM. That's why I hate him. That's why I hate him, man.
Here we go, fellas. Penalties.
Penalties it is. Right. Who's going to win, Ben? Penalties. Who's going to win it on penalties? Ben, I can't hear you. Who's going to win it on penalties?
Sorry, I was muted there. I think Madrid, but I would love Atletico to win.
Let's go. Who's going to win on penalties?
Qatar is good at saving penalties. So I think I might go for Real Madrid.
Okay. I want Atletico. Yeah. Mbappe looks like he's carrying injured. He's got a toe. He's making excuses. Don't want to take a pen. He's shit in his pants. He's saying that Mbappe is going to sky it just like Vinicius Jr. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. Old Black is good at making penalty saves as well, apparently.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go with the underdog. Come on, Atletico.
Come on.
Yeah. You want to see something?
You know what I mean? I think you've won it enough anyway, Real Madrid.
No, they didn't do enough, man. They didn't do enough. To be fair, it's a crap game.
Facts.
Did any of you watch the Villa game? Did Rashford play?
I didn't watch the Villa game now, no.
No, that was Vinicius Jr. Oh, to hit it into the parking lot like Vinicius. Vinicius sent it to a park outside the Atletico Madrid stadium.
Still traveling that.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Who scored for Villa? Let me just check the scores, man. Let me just check the scores for the other game. Well, they saw out the penalties.
I think it was Ollie.
Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
At least PFC didn't get brushed like they did last week. Villa 3-0, 6-0 on average. So Asensio scored 2 and Manson scored. And then they had somebody sent off Club Brugge at 16 minutes. Wow. That's really bad. 16 minutes, they had somebody sent off.
What's everybody's take on the Champions League format? I mean, I've not really watched Champions League. The first actual game I watched was last night. I've not watched any Champions League this year. But it seems now, after that tie, I've got the flavour, and the fixtures are shaping up pretty nicely. The big boys against the big boys, so seems like it's working out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know who PSG playing now. Do we know who PSG?
Villa.
Okay. Arsenal. Who are Arsenal going to play?
Oh, I don't know. Bayern are playing Inter. Here comes Mbappe. Oh, nice and cool goal. Sent Oblak the wrong way.
Damn, you're so ahead of me, man.
Bottom left hand
You're ahead of
corner.
me too.
That
You're
is
ruining
crazy.
Oblak.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna say anything.
That is crazy. How far ahead you are.
Are you on Ineos internet?
I think so.
They've not paid the bills. They've gone back to dial-up internet.
Let me mute that. Oh, I'm on this now. I'm on it now.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh,
I'm on it now. It's Bellingham now. Are we up to it? Sorry. Are people with me? Bellingham.
Yeah, Bellingham. Yep. For me. So it's 1-1.
Yeah. Oh, Black here. Oh, Black here. Oh, Black here.
SB having it.
Bellingham's going to score. I say bottom left. I was right. I got that right. Bottom left. Buried it. just absolutely sliced it. Bottom left.
He's some player, man.
Penalty. Yeah.
Bottom left.
His wee younger brother's doing well at Sunderland, so he has. I've been keeping an eye on him, so I have.
Yeah, Joe.
Been
The
watching
championship.
We've been watching the championship.
Yeah, my
I hate
father's
watching it. 'Cause you know what? I hate Leeds because they hate us.
I know I hate Leeds too. But
Every
my
time I
father...
watch a championship game, Leeds bloody win, and I stopped watching it. I was like, right, I've had enough of this.
I have to suffer with the championship because my father's a
Oh, he
Leeds
slipped!
fan.
Oh my God, he slipped! Thank God he got it in.
God.
Wow, he slipped. The roof of the net. It was a good penalty, but he slipped.
Was.
Look at this slip here.
Lucky man.
Yeah. So what we are still on record, still there. Uruguayan guy, the Uruguayan guy. Real Madrid players complaining about the ball not coming back. Try to delay the penalty. Something's happening. What's happened? What's happening, Mumbai?
You know what? Actually, you guys are ahead of me.
How tables have turned.
No. Yeah, check. Oh, double. Oh, we touched the other foot before he went in. Yeah, it's not allowed to touch the both feet.
I'm on 2-2 here. Valverde.
No. Listen, yeah. Oh, they did a VR check. Okay, they did a VR check. They did a VR check because when the former City player, Atletico Madrid striker, slipped, it looked like he come off the other foot that he slipped. He's standing foot, and if that happens, then you're not allowed. What a penalty!
Are we all on Valverde now?
Valverde, yeah.
We're waiting for Valverde. Okay.
Valverde, yeah.
He's a good player.
Very good player, bro.
Fantastic player. Fantastico el playoff. Fantastico. Eh? Fantastic player.
What a finish.
Good finish.
You guys are ahead of me now.
He's still taking it for me. I don't know. He might miss.
Yeah, be quiet, guys. Be quiet.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Ooh. Squeaky bum time, that. Squeaky bum.
Ooh.
Ooh, he got a hand to it, didn't he?
Just about.
Yeah. Vasquez, is that who's stepping up now? Vasquez.
Correa.
Oh,
Correa.
no, okay, Vasquez. Okay.
Right, you're well ahead, Dino.
Well, you were ahead of us before.
I don't know what happened. Maybe they took a break. Oh,
Went for the Kit Kat,
Oh,
man.
the tables have turned.
Tables have turned.
He went for the Kit Kat. What now? I'm not gonna say it.
Oh.
Yeah. I say, hey, I knew he wasn't gonna score. I knew he was gonna miss. Oh my God.
Nice.
Oh my God.
So we got it at 3-3, yeah?
Yeah, they both missed one. If everybody up together, Atletico Madrid missed, Real Madrid missed one. Back to square one now.
See. Oh.
Oh, no.
That don't sound good, guys. That don't sound good. Oh, he looks like he's going to miss it. Oh, my God. That was Doug.
Oh, Mbappe getting involved.
Mbappe getting a bit sexy. Getting a bit of
That's
chemistry.
so unlucky. That would have been a lovely penalty. Llorente. Oh,
Oh man.
who's taking it now? Is it Mbappe?
Oh,
Yeah, so
no,
if Real
Mbappe
Madrid.
took the first one.
Oh, did I? Sorry. Yeah, if they score this, they win. Rudiger.
Oh, Rudiger.
Yeah.
Oh no! Black's had a stinker.
But I
Black
told you
has had a
guys.
stinker.
He's had an Onana. He's had an Onana.
Yeah.
Oh dear, let's have a look.
Atletico must be sick of Real Madrid.
Oh, that's shocking. That
That
is
is
dreadful.
absolutely shocking.
That is dreadful.
Well, big up Madrid, but it is what it is.
They don't even, you know what? They could play shy and they just find the way, Madrid. They've just got that mentality, man. You know, yeah.
Simeone going crazy with a fan.
Look at Diego Simeone.
Oh my God! Old Black has done a Unana, hasn't he? Oh,
that was shocking, bro.
That was a horrendous penalty.
Well, that's that.
So who do Madrid play then? Let me see who Madrid play. So it's Bayern, Inter Milan. Oh, it's Arsenal and Madrid. It's Arsenal.
Up the Gunners.
I want Arsenal to beat them, you know.
I think Arsenal will give them a game, you know.
Barcelona, Dortmund, and then Paris Saint-Germain and Aston Villa. Yep.
This should be interesting.
Facts.
Anyway, that was it. That was it.
That.
Let's start the show. Let's start the show, people.
There we go. A mini watch along.
Back to depression, Man United now.
Yeah, back to Man United depression, people. Let's go. Big old welcome to the URT. This is the URT. You are the URT. We are the URT. Yes, it's the URT, people. Let's be having United, and it's real, and it's the therapy. Hey, are we having it or what? Jim's been about. Better watch out. Stadium PR galore. I just want to show you what our next new stadium looks like for you all. Or should I just wait for a minute, maybe? Maybe I should wait. Should I wait? Or should I show the people? Do the people want what they want? Do the people want what they want? Or should I wait? Should I hold on? Or should I give the people what they want? Should I wait?
URT. Who are you?
There we go. We're having it. We're having it.
We're having it.
We're having it. We're having it. We're having it. We're having it. We're having it. There you go, people. Welcome to the new OT. Big up Khalid. Big up Khalid. Salam, brother. Salam. Love.
Let's all go to Pontins. La 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 la. Hey. La 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 la. Hey.
Hey.
So £66 a seat. For an extra £5, you get the rides.
There you go. But anyway, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let me stop sharing this. Let me just stop sharing that. Let's get to the serious. Big up to the people. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We've got a... How are we doing, first of all? Let's start properly. How are we doing, Ben? How are we? All the way there in Ireland. Yo, we had a couple of lovely sunny days in Manchester. Then the weather went really cold.
Actually, same as us. We had a lovely day on Sunday. And then Monday today actually was... Sorry. Monday was quite miserable. And then Tuesday was all right. But today was actually nice. Blue skies out. So, yeah, so a nice wee bit of heat. But it was still cold. It was still very, very cold. But, no, I'm good, bro. Family's good. Just... suffering with less Lent at the moment with obviously with Ash Wednesday last week, but yeah, shout out to all the Christians, and obviously hope everyone's having a good, surviving with Ramadan. Happy Ramadan every
Hey, that's nice, man. Lent and Ramadan come at the same time.
Facts, bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
big up to everybody observing Lent.
Facts. But I hope you're keeping well, nerd, and well. Obviously, it was unfortunate. Obviously, you couldn't go to Turkey, but hope you're feeling much better now, bro. You're muted, bro. You're
You're on mute.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting better, bro. But I've been battling the bootlickers, man. The bootlickers have been everywhere. The sheep. I've been slaying sheep and battling the bootlickers because there's too many of them in our fan base, people. You know what? Like I said the other day, the sheep are gonna the bootlickers are gonna bootlick, and there's nothing I can do about it. But we can only do on this channel is keep it 100%. We're going to be talking about everything tonight. We're going to be talking about the apparently new contract for Diego Dalot and Harry Maguire. And there's definitely one person in the chat in the panel tonight that's having it. But Bombay, how you doing, bro? Talk to me. How are you? How's everyone treating you?
Yeah, good, bro. I can't complain. Everything's all right. Yeah, blessed. Great weather, but today we have to pay. Today we had hailstorm, man. It's like 2 degrees. We had 17 and 18s we hit for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then today, time to pay.
Yeah, man. Big up. Yeah, man. Big up to the people, them. Big up to the people everywhere. Big up to the people, them. Big up to the people everywhere. And how we doing, Lesso? Oh, my brother in all the way in Southern Africa. Hail, Southern Africa. Yo, man like Elon Musk asking Trump. So it looks like all your white South Africans are leaving the country, bro. We're all going to America. Well, the US. Apparently they're leaving in masses, bro. What's going on? Talk to me, Lesso. How are you, bro?
I'm all good, man. You know, our countries
Is the conference finished? Has it finished? Yeah.
Far from finished because the G20 summit is apparently around November. So South Africa is the president of that. Yeah. So pretty much right now we're doing the Y20 and the C20. So yeah. But yeah, it's a circus, guys. I'm not gonna lie. What in the country that I'm living in, it's like watching Manchester United every single day. So you know, it is what it is.
That is mad. When the country's like your football club that's in a mess. Sorry, Lesso. To be fair, the UK is fucked as well. Let's be real. We're fucked as well, but go ahead.
Yeah, so you know, the president's fighting Elon Musk, vice versa, and then apparently met up with Elon Musk as well behind closed doors, and now he's been questioned about that in Parliament, and then it's all over. It's just like everything's just a mess. So I honestly don't want to entertain it because you know it's a joke to these guys, you know, in Parliament and everything. Like they literally go there to fight and to cause chaos. So it's really not really something that I'm into that much in terms of I'm more into the civil side of things. Yeah, no, they can all do one personally for me, and yeah, I'm just not entertaining that.
Muted.
Big up, people. Big up the masses. Big up. Listen, the question I'm going to ask, and I'm going to start it off tonight, and I'm going to go from the top. What are we doing, people? Let's Diego Dalot, Maguire. Does Maguire deserve a contract? Even if Amarin's coming out and saying the reason why we can't push up to the halfway line is because of Harry Maguire. My question goes to Lesso first. Lesso, even when the coach is coming out, why are Ineos? What makes Ineos and the Glazers different from each other? If they're proposing, they've already given him a year, so he's got next season. He's with us, by the way, but they want to give him another extra year. So if they're doing that already, what then? What's going on? What differentiates them?
Yeah, personally, I told you guys how I feel about Ineos. Anyways, you know, I just think that they're apologies for the Glazers anyways. So I'm not gonna get behind anything that these guys are gonna do. I don't believe in what they're trying to do personally. They can do all this PR bull ass that they're trying to do. It's not gonna work on me. I told you if I did not see any moves in January, I knew where these guys were at. And personally, for them to try and build a stadium when they can hardly manage their own finances and, in terms of having to fire so many people from the club, and then, I just don't know where this money is gonna come from. Personally, guys, I think this is the end game for everyone. The Glazers are now pressuring them in terms of, now you gotta buy our shares now. We want out. And now we've got the whole stadium. How's all of this gonna be financed? To be honest, how are they gonna do all of this? Because that's where the real questions are gonna come. Is it gonna be private investors who are gonna come in? There's no one who really has that kind of money, to be honest, because the Glazers couldn't get anyone. So where's all of a sudden an investor gonna pop out from? I personally don't see it happening. I think that the Glazers are trying to sell out. They're trying to sell their shares. They're trying to get out of this thing because now, we're burning money at such a rapid rate, and they thought that Ineos was going to come in and solve everything just like that. It's not working out for everyone at the moment. So I can see surprise moves in the next couple of years because I don't see the stadium being built until actually a serious investor is brought in. They can't do this alone. Personally, it could be Ineos working with someone, coming on board, buying maybe part of what the Glazers are selling in terms of their shares. But I don't see Glazers and Ineos being able to pull this off, personally, with everything that's being considered from a financial stance. But there are Maguire situation and Delo. Honestly, guys, it is what it is. We're just going from bad to worse at this point. The Maguire thing is just it doesn't make sense. When you think about it, short term and long term, it doesn't make sense. We should be trying to build a squad here that is competitive, long term, and right now. It should be a combination of long term and short term. But what the Ineos are trying to do, they're pretty much choking us at this point. It's just one bad decision from the next with every decision that they are making. Nice is an example of that. So many years, people will say, okay, Nice are third now, but that's their ceiling. They're not gonna be better than that. You cannot tell me they're gonna win the French league. They're not gonna win the French league. So
16 points behind or 17 points behind PSG, something like that.
They never win in the French league. Like, let's not kid ourselves.
No.
So no, guys, we in shit pretty much.
Yeah, big up.
Until these guys are gone.
Yeah, big up.
Big up.
Jarvis, Bumbaye's told me that you've been out celebrating the new stadium, as you can see. A new stadium here.
F that. No, I'm not. I
I
have to
think
be honest. When it
let's
comes
go.
to the stadium, yes, I'm a little bit giddy because I think we need a new stadium because Old Trafford is falling down.
Yeah.
Just because of the necessity of having a home ground that actually functions. But I'm not really happy when it comes to the Glazers and Ineos getting their cold, sweaty hands on Man United and ripping our soul away, because this is what will happen now. Old Trafford is the last stand of our culture, our soul, and for me, I think when it will be teared down and sold bit for bit by the Glazers, I think that will be the end. I'm not going to bum you out, but I think so.
No, Jarvis, don't talk about bumming up. Jarvis, this is the therapy channel. This is the therapy channel. This is where we tell it all. We share the feelings. No, we don't hide the emotions here. Stop bumming it out. We don't believe in what not negative is. It's just the honesty, and people can't take honesty. People want to be lied to. There are those who are just like wait and see FC. There are those who are bootlickers, hardcore bootlickers. I've been battling them everywhere for the past week and a half. And then there are the sheep. Meh. Jim said this. Meh. I agree. Bootlickers are the hardcore. The sheep are just swayed in it. They moved around.
Yeah.
How's the family? Family good?
That's good. It's good. And I just want to mention one more thing when it comes to the stadium. Do any of you remember what happened Sunday before the game? Yeah.
Protest, yeah.
But most of the
Protest.
fan base, 99% of the fan base have forgot now. And I think this is a
I
typical
haven't.
PR spin. Man United, every time something like this, like a big protest comes out, they just find a way to strangle it, to struggle it, to just brush it away. And we know it's the media companies. They are just, the stadium is 5 years away. Why would they put a new stadium announcement out a couple of days after the big protest? It's how they work, people. Open your eyes. This is how they work. It's the Glazers and Ineos is how they work. They are trying to strangle us, and they don't care about our voice. They don't care about 10, 15 people, 10, 15,000 people in Manchester turning up and protesting against the ownership. They don't care. They don't fucking care.
They don't
And
care.
and it's a little bit annoying for them, so they just say, okay, let's figure something else to talk about. Let's just put the blindfold in front of the fan base's eyes and the journalists' eyes and everybody's eyes. Let's just pretend it never happened and move
Jarvis, but that's what I'm saying to you. Big up to 1958, innit? And they saw through it. So big up. A lot of us, to be fair, I've seen through this BS.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like you promise solve for what's going on now. You showed me the incompetence in the last 12 months, and you're telling me to wait for 5 years. The future. 5 years. 5 years into the distance. Nah, mate, I'm not having any of that. Manchester United would have had a stadium by now, and the stadium would have been 100,000 seater. And Manchester United would have been on that. But in the last 20 years, other than put a couple of licks of paint, they did the rest. But I want to stay with you on the Maguire. We're going to come to the stadium in a minute.
Okay.
Jarvis, the rumors that Maguire is getting a new contract. Apparently he's here till the end of next season. So they gave him the year option. But he's now being promised another year. And where you heard with your own, where you've seen with your own eyes and heard it with your own ears, multiple times, the manager coming out and saying, I can't play the high line because of Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
So please explain to me, Jarvis, what's the change from Glazers rewarding crap footballers to giving them more contracts and Ineos? What's the difference?
First of all, we know that Harry Maguire isn't good enough. We've seen him for years after years. I love his attitude. It's never give up, always be there, do his best. And I love that, but with Harry Maguire. But when it comes to his footballing skills, he's not good enough. He lacks a lot of things. But I like his attitude. But for us to move forward, we want to be a better team than number 15th or 14th. 13th in the table. We want to compete for the league, and I don't think it will happen with Harry Maguire. And I think also it's not good when you think of Amorim, as you mentioned, Noradin. You want to play a high line, and I don't see it happening. And quite frankly, the last couple of games without Harry Maguire, I think we looked better. We looked better in defense. And even Lindelof looks better centrally in defense because he's a more ball-playing centre back. But Lindelof doesn't have the same pace as Harry Maguire. Or yes, it's not having. Yeah, it's almost the same. But even Lindelof can do even better. So in a way, I'm not trying to take a dig at Harry Maguire. I like him as a person, but it comes down to his footballing skills, and I don't think it's good enough. And for us to reward him with another contract, I think it's taking a step backward. I think we have to look forward, look to the future, and it's the wrong move, and definitely the wrong move.
Obviously, Harry Maguire is one of your players that you like. Should Manchester United give him a contract, even though when the manager, the coach at this moment in time, is coming out saying, I can't play a high line?
I hear you. Bro, I think it's important, guys, to look at timelines. So the stadium is 5 years away. I don't know how much of the balance sheet the stadium is going to command. Is the securing of Harry Maguire for the next 2 years a way of deflecting from the possibility of a new centre-back that we may well need to say, okay, we'll just stick with this guy? Is it going to prolong the process of how we become competitive again? I don't look at this team and think this is the team that's going to take us to the league. I'm looking at this as a journey. they are going to be here for a part of the journey. And as we go forward in that journey, if we're getting better, then you'll start to see maybe change of personnel. We're still at the very beginning of this, as you can see from the way that we play. So these signings, I don't think I don't look at the Maguire and think he's not going to win us the Premier League. I know that a lot of these players are not going to win us the Premier League, but for where we are right now, I get it. But I think another year for Harry Maguire should be sufficient, and then you could move on. Giving him now next year and the year after, I case in point think, why are you doing that? Is that a sign that we're going to have to go really easy on the signings? Are we just going to elongate the process of becoming a competitive side because we have a stadium to build and we have to, cut costs and cut everything because we need that stadium? And then the argument is that stadium is, where all roads to success are born. Because once we have the stadium, then we can get the revenue. Then I'll start getting you really what you need. And ding, ding, ding. That's a long time, 5 years, man. I don't know if we will win the league, and I won't ask to win the league. I want to be in the conversation for the league. I want to be in the conversation and get into, the quarters of the Champions League, being in the top 4 every season. That's what I want at this moment, playing a decent brand of football. I don't care about playing like Pep. I just want to be entertained, create some chances, play good football, and compete with the best. There's no guarantees you can win. Maybe City come back like 100 points a season, okay, what can you do? But we're not even there yet. But Harry Maguire, another year, I don't think it's necessary.
No. Mumbai, you missed the point.
2 years.
Season,
no, I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't mind him being there for next year. That's all right. We've actually looked decent without him.
Mumbai, all due
he slows
respect,
it. But
Mumbai, let me just explain something to you, please. Let me just explain something to you. The coach, Ruben Amorim, has more than one occasion come out and said, I can't play a high line with Harry Maguire.
I understand.
With Casemiro in the team.
So
when he's telling you this, and the system of this, if you want this system to work, the 3-4-2-1 formation relies on the 3 centre halves being super aggressive and actually going into midfield and beyond and stepping out with the ball when we're in possession and also squeezing the play that they're super aggressive up the pitch. So please explain to me how you can justify in your mind go against what the coach wants to do.
Well, the coach is saying that, but he's not offering any resistance to having him for 2 more seasons on the books. That don't make sense, does it? But for me, bro, I get it.
The club are deciding, Bumbaye.
So there you go, bro. Exactly. I don't mind if he's here next year because he's already signed up. But to give him the year after that, bro, I think that's a stretch too far. But I think that's happening. Okay. Is that a sign, like I say, that they're just hanging on to Delo and Maguire? They might hang on to a couple of others that you didn't expect. Maybe Lindelof, they'll hang on to him. I don't know. But is that because everything's shifting now? We need money for the stadium, bro. That's what maybe the cuts are there for. That's why you're signing maybe potential players, paying them much lower wages than your usual 250s and 300s. So that's the fear with the stadium. But the stadium, we discussed this, the stadium is an asset that will exacerbate the valuation of the club, and Jim Ratcliffe's initial investment will, he'll be in big profit. At what cost? I don't know. But my final thing that I'd say, I've always been aggrieved that commercially we've been a modern marvel for a while, but the football has been very, very secondary. Okay, it's no wonder everybody is failing that comes here, bro. So that's the main real concern for me.
Yo, this is crazy. Side note, people, did they take this goal away?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
That is crazy.
Yeah, man.
How can a player help slipping?
It should be a retake at least.
Retake, yeah. 100%.
That is crazy. Wow. This is Real Madrid at UEFA, innit? You know what I mean? With the VAR, there he is.
Is that Perez? Bro, he's a mafia, that guy. I swear.
Correct.
He's
Yeah.
a mafia guy.
Yeah, apparently that rule came out in 2018 or 19 or something like that. That's a weird, man. That is really weird.
Yeah.
Player slipped. It's the pitch.
Yeah.
Player doesn't mean to slip. He's not gaining anything by slipping and hitting it with both. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
He barely
anyway,
touched it. The ball
Yeah,
didn't even move.
that is crazy, man. That is
dodgy.
Yes.
absolutely
Yeah.
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 I'll go to you, Ben. Harry Maguire for another season, another 2 seasons.
Well, I know for a fact that Lindelof and Johnny Evans are going to be gone, for sure this season. Because obviously we haven't seen Evans in a while. Lindelof's out of contract this summer. So do you know what? Like, I think
Ben, would
having
you
another
count on
season.
it? Would you
Sorry?
bet on it? Would you bet 100% that Lindelof is leaving?
This is a Jarvis. I mean, his contract does end up in the summer, so you know it's all eyes on Ineos and the Glazers, obviously. Well, most importantly, Ineos. But I'm just judging it by the books. So let's say he is gone and Johnny Evans. So I think because obviously we knew Johnny Evans is going because obviously he's announced retirement of international football and he probably will retire from club football probably for good as well. But now, in terms of Maguire, I see it as I'd keep him for definite for next season, even though I don't want Maguire anywhere near this team. But I'm more worried on the goalkeeper, the 2 in the midfield, the 2 wing backs, the 2 in the tens, way more than the defender, than the defense at the moment. Now I know we want to play a high line. I completely 100% understand that, but we're not trying to go from 14th to 4th to 3rd. I'm not expecting top 4 next season. I'm expecting at least a top 6 or top 7, like at least some sort of progression. So I think what we need to do, we need to prioritize the wing backs and the 2 tens and the keeper, because I'm not seeing Onana next season in that, like, I'm not having Onana start as our keeper next season, because he is going to cost us big time, and he's one of the reasons why we're in this fucking mess. Obviously with these defeats and stuff. So I think with Maguire, now this is not me saying don't go out and get another centre back. Do go out and get defenders. I expect them to go out and get more centre backs, like pacey centre backs that can play a high line. But make sure Maguire is number 5th in that choice of centre backs. He's got to be number 5th because, at the end of the day, Lindelof and Johnny Evans, we thought they were going to go like last season, but then fucking Ineos giving him another contract under Ten Hag, which is fucking embarrassing. So I think, in terms of the summer, I hope we do sign. Obviously Heaven's coming into the ranks now, with the youth, but I think we definitely do need a centre back, like a PC centre back or 2. But I think we've got to focus on, because see, like in previous years, Man United have not bought many like midfielders, like big midfielders in the past. Like, and I think the midfield and the 2 wing backs and the 2 tens and the keeper are more important than, and anyone can say the striker. Look, I know I get Hoyland and Xerxes are so bad, but to me, you got to start from the back and then work your way up. And I think we need to actually focus on our midfield and the wing backs. Like, it's the bread and butter of the system. So I think focus on that. Dalot's atrocious, by the way. I don't know why we're giving him another contract, because he's been here for that long. People look. I'll be a devil's advocate here. I think he can do well in a 4 in the back system. Like, obviously he was our player of the season last season, but going forward, he cannot be part of this United team. And you know what? I feel bad for saying this, but he is going to be here for the next few seasons because it's a Portuguese link up with Amarim. It's the same with Bruno. They're going to have favoritism. So it is what it is. But that's where I'm at with Maguire and Dalot. So Dalot can fuck off. Maguire, I can keep him for another season, but not another season after that. I don't agree with that. 100%, I don't. But big up. Big up Said, by the way. Seen the Said Raid, sorry.
Yeah.
No, definitely. For me, I'm absolutely astonished and I am flabbergasted that Harry Maguire could be getting a 2-year contract. Big up Saeed for the rain, man. Smash the likes. Big up Saeed. Big up to everybody. At the end of the day, big up everybody. Welcome. At the end of the day, the fact that Harry Maguire, the coach, Amarim, come out and said, I can't play a high line because of Harry Maguire. And then the club are saying, no, Harry Maguire could be possibly staying for 2 more seasons. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. And Diego Dalot is also staying, but we know Diego Dalot will probably stay because Amarin loves him and Amarin keeps playing him, even though he's one of the weakest links in our team. Him and Rasmus Højlund play against us a week in, week out. But it is what it is. But let's go on to the preview for tomorrow's game. I'm going to go because I've got to take my friend's kid in it. I'll be there just to make sure that he's all right. Make sure I see him after the game and, he sits with his friends and everything like that. So I'm just there to make sure. But I'll be there to report back tomorrow after the game. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about tomorrow's game? I'll go to you, Lesso. How do you feel about tomorrow's game? Do you think tomorrow's game is a lot of some fans have been out and about today, some United fans thinking this is one of the most important, this Europa League is one of the most important trophies in United's history. We could be into the abyss if we don't win this. That's what they're saying. Do you believe that? Because they're banking on winning this, then going into the Champions League. So winning this trophy, then going into the Champions League next season. Then they're telling me, then we'll be able to buy more players because we can entice players to come and play for us because we're going to be in the Champions League and we're going to get some Champions League money. Quickly, please, because we've got a lot of people, so keep the answers quite short and concise. Go ahead.
Now, I think obviously with the way Ineos are running the ship, I think it's you could say that it's a reasonable way of people, the way they see things in terms of having to win the Europa League. But personally for me, I couldn't care less. Like I told you, this is not a competition I want to see myself in. I do not want to see it. I do not want to watch it at all. And personally for me, I'd rather for us to be out of everything. But financially speaking, like I said, if we have to win this in order for us to somewhat do something in the summer or whatever it is with Sir Jim and everyone else, then unfortunately it's what we have to do because apparently we're gonna lose 80 million. And that 80 million, we know what happens with Ineos when we lose even 20 million or even 30 million. People are going to be cut. Jobs are going to be cut. Ticket prices are going to be raised. All these other things are going to come into play as usual to cover those losses. So I think that is why people are saying that we should try and win it, for the sake of, continuity to some degree. But yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ben. No, sorry, Bumbaye, and then we'll go to Ben, then Jarvis. Is this the game that's been touted as one of the biggest games for Manchester United history?
As a game, it's just not really.
Bumbaye, we'll come back to you. You look like you're in Gibraltar right now. You look like you're in Canada or New Zealand.
Yo, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm back. Sorry. Okay. As a game.
Are you doing the dishes?
He's doing the dishes, man. He's doing the dishes. He's having a midnight snack.
I'm sorry. I was squeezing some fresh orange juice. I apologize. As a game,
it's like you were squeezing something else.
As a game, it's just another game. But I suppose if that's the money, everything's with us now. It's money. I don't know if we're going to have some money to spend in the summer. What's going to happen with the stadium being announced? We've kind of made a public announcement, and we kind of compelled ourselves now to focus on the stadium. And that's the worry. How much of the balance sheet does that shift to the stadium? And what's the knock-on effect on the football? I'm a football fan. I want to see good football. I need to see some new players, a better team. So I don't know, bro. As a game, it's just another bullshit game. But in terms of, 80 million, then it's a big game. But no, I'm not entertaining it's a big game in our history or nothing like that. It's money game, man. So nah. Fucking Champions League for the treble is a big game. You know what I mean?
Yo, somebody's in love with you. Somebody wants you to squeeze them.
Bombay. Well, let me have a look. Where?
Kumbaya's voice for the radio. Smooth. Yeah, hey, be careful, boxing straight talk. Kumbaya might want to squeeze you, man. Be careful.
Bro, I could barely squeeze these oranges.
Squeaky, squeaky. I'll go to you, Ben. This is the biggest game in the recent history of Manchester United. This is a huge game tomorrow night. And do you think we're going to win it? Sorry, I forgot to ask Lesso and Bombay quickly. Lesso, we're going to win it tomorrow?
I think we should. I think we should.
Bro, sorry, I forgot. Who are we playing?
Real Sociedad.
Oh, is it the second leg? Right, okay. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll do it. Why not?
Yeah. That is shameful, people. This is Ineos Glazer PR free zone. Smash a like if you're part of that. If you're not, don't smash the like. Big up. Yeah, it's Ben. Go ahead.
I think we'll win tomorrow. Even though I don't really want us to be in this competition, I want us out of the competition. And I know a lot of a lot of the fan base are not going to be happy with that. You know that a lot of fans want out of the Europa League, but I seriously do. Honestly, we just don't deserve any European football at all. And the fact that people are going around saying why should you be thinking about that as a United fan? Because this team is not 13th or 14th position level of team. I know we're literally at least maximum top 10. We're a top 10 team. That's all what we are. So I just think we just need to get out of this Europa League. Yeah, obviously I'd like us to win tomorrow and just get through the quarters, but I don't want to go too far into this. I don't really give a shit if we win or lose, but I hope we fucking lose, mate, honestly. And I want what's best for the club, but we just need a complete restart, complete reset. And I know a lot of fans are not going to be ready for that. And they're going to get on to Amarim back and all that stuff. There's just going to be a lot of people Amarim out by tomorrow night, whatever happens. And it's such a shame because these people just think we still have standards, at this club. But we don't. We haven't had standards for 12 fucking years. And, I'm just so ready for a restart. I wanted a relegation. That's not going to happen anymore. I just want us out of European football and just start fresh. And I know next season's going to put some pressure on Amarim. I'm going to give him the first 7 games and how he gets on. I'll be keeping an eye out with the outgoings this season too. I'll be obviously, supporting the incomings, but outgoings in particular.
Big up. Yeah. Go ahead, Jarvis. Jarvis, are we going to win it? It's important? Is it one of the biggest games in Manchester United recent history? Are people describing it? That the importance of winning this competition?
Norden, before I go to the game, I want to just address some of the things that we talked about now. And first of all, I just want to congratulate you, Norden, because it's theoretically impossible for us to qualify for next year's Europa League. So that's at least a positive. There won't be any we don't want that. Yeah. So at least there won't be any Europa League. So let's be happy. Let's be happy. But
I've been so focused on this season. I forgot about that. Oh. No,
some good news. That's some good news.
No more Thursday nights for me, baby. Woo! Thursday night is gonna be date night again. Woo!
Yes. Friday nights off, and we don't have to go through this Thursday Sunday cycle all winter long. It's good news. Best case scenario, we are in Champions League, and I'm not disappointed if we don't have any Europe next season, because you make a good point, Nordin, and you convinced me that it's better to have time to practice, to drill for the manager. But I also want to say, people, we talked about Maguire and a couple of things when it comes to both Maguire and even Lindelof. I think Sir Jim gave us a big hint about his thinking, and he told us what he's thinking, and he's already planted the first seed, the first little seed in our minds. And that was in the interview. He said something like this. Let me bring it up, and I will read it out to you. Oops, 2 seconds. And here we go. It's from the Manchester Evening News that's quoted this. So if you guys can see it, you see here. It says, I know that the bill we will pay this summer is £89 million for the players that we have been signed previously. And if we buy no players, we are writing a check for £89 million this summer. So think of it. What seed is Sir Jim planting?
That's dirty, bro. A seed that does
Because
not
a lot of people expect a big summer. They expect that we are going to sign 7, 8, 9, 10 players. We need 10 players in. But here we have the owner of the club, the guy who's running the footballing side of the club, saying we are going to pay £89 million this summer without any signing players. He's already making excuses, and he's planting a seed into us and the fans' mind.
100%. Jarvis, and the biggest thing about it, if any of you watched it, please go and watch my 2.5-hour video dissecting word for word what he said and fact checking him in real time. I was fact checking him the next day, and I was doing it, answer by answer. And I said it on that video. Majority of football clubs own money, 60 to 70 million, from the other transfers, because in modern football, in the last decade or so, monetizing the payments, not giving it all at once, because the players costing so much. That's what it is. The two players that I can think about in recent years where we paid the full package in the first year was Harry Maguire, to 80 million we paid to Leicester, and Ronaldo, we took 80 million from Real Madrid straight away. There was no monetization, them owing us money. We took the 80 million straight away. They wired it to us. That's the only two players. So yesterday, what he was doing was try to emotionally manipulate the fan base. Yeah. And he was saying, so some things he was saying, the things that went terribly wrong, I wasn't aware of that. This thing, I'm sorry about that. The Glazers, it's not their fault. You know what I mean? Like, also, like, saying we could have been bankrupt. And I'm like, Manchester United is listed on a New York Stock Exchange. If Manchester United were going to run out of money, how come they didn't make the statement to the New York Stock Exchange about the way the club is going? Because we're listed. How come you have a responsibility? You have to do that. That's why it was bullshit. Because he's tried to emotionally manipulate and make sense of the cuts that he's done to the football club and the mistakes that they've made in the last 12 months. No bootlicker can answer me. No sheep of Ineos sheep and a bootlicker of Ineos can answer me when I tell them what's the difference between Glazer mistakes in a decade and what Ineos have done in the last 12 months. Because they both cost the club money with their mistakes. They both cost the club money. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So, and they'll say to me, but when you come into a, you're going to make mistakes. Not that many mistakes. What are you talking about? And then I said, how did I predict they were going to make mistakes? Have I got a window into the future? No. I just look at what they did at Nice.
Yeah.
And I told everybody that incompetence were going to come. But anyway, Jarvis, in terms of the game, you think the importance, other than what do you think United are going to win tomorrow? What do you think about that?
Yeah, we have to win. It's our last hope. If we lose tomorrow, the season is over. Okay. So basically, we have to wait until next August until we play another important game again. So it will be a long preseason of friendlies going on to the next couple of months. And I don't want that. I want us to win. I really want us to win. It's so important to win. But I'm worried because they have one player back, and that's Subamendi. Subamendi is back, and for you guys to understand, you know how Manchester City plays without Rodri. Yeah. He's the same type of players, and he's so important for this Real Sociedad team. And with him back, I don't think it will be the same game as we saw in the first leg.
No,
and I believe we will struggle. We will struggle getting the ball. I don't know if Boumbaye. We talked yesterday, and you also saw Vitinha, how important it is. He's calm on the ball, press resistive, always finds a solution, the 1-2s, keeping the ball in play. And this is Subamendi too. He's that type of players, but not as good as the king himself, Vitinha. You know, yesterday's performance that was something else.
Amazing.
So yeah, that was amazing.
He
But
put on a surgery, didn't he? He put on a clinic.
He ran the
yesterday.
midfield. He ran the show.
Listen, let me just get to this match facts. There have been only 9 goals scored in 7 European meetings between Manchester United and Real Sociedad, with 4 of those coming in the same game by the Red Devils in 4-0 win in February 2021. 3 of Real Sociedad's 4 away European games in England have come at Old Trafford against Manchester United. Win 1, draw 1, loss 1. With either of the 6-0 loss at Liverpool in November 1975. Wow. Manchester United's only home defeat across their last 28 UEFA Europa League game matches at Old Trafford, winning 12, drawing 6, was against Real Sociedad in September 2022 in the knockout stage, and they are unbeaten in 15, winning 10, drawing 5, since losing 3-2 to Miaso Bielsa's Atletico Club in March 2012. I was at that game. And if you want to talk about a team putting on a clinic, that's the best performance I have ever seen against the Manchester United team at Old Trafford in all the years that I've been going there. The Bielsa's team, Marcelo Bielsa's team, Atletico Bilbao, took us apart. They took us apart. It was one of the most, it was a shock. We were all going, what the hell is going on? Real Sociedad won their last away game in major European competition, beating FC Midtjylland 2-1 in this season playoff round. The Spanish side, however, have failed to keep a clean sheet in any of their last 6 away games, conceding 10 goals. I need to let goals in, but carry on.
Yeah, I don't know, guys, if you saw the team news, but there's I think this confirmed that Ugarte is back. Do you think he will play an important role for us in this game, Ben?
Yes, I think we do need Ugarte in this game. Now, whether or not I would start Ugarte and Casemiro in the lineup. Obviously, I've seen Bruno's been playing in the 8, and to be fair, he's done. You know, he has showed up, so he has. So I don't know whether I'd start Bruno on Ugarte or Bruno or Casemiro. Like, I don't know, maybe not rush Ugarte back too soon, even though it's a very important game financially for Man United. But I don't know. I think just think rushing him back too soon. Like, we don't want to damage him anymore. Like, because obviously we did that with Euro, and now he's injured. So I just think with Ugarte, I think keep him out this game, because Casemiro's actually played relatively well in these last few games. I thought he did very solid in the away game at Real Sociedad. So I think is Dorgu back for this game?
Yeah,
Dorgu's back. Yeah. So I think we'll be okay with Bruno and Cas. I'd keep Ugarte out for just this game because I don't want to rush him back. He's only just back from injury.
People, we've only got 81 likes and there's over 300 of you in here. Shame on you for not liking the video, but it is what it is. Big up to Jarvis. Yeah, so they won the knockout game, so they won a big important game, and Subamendi definitely makes a massive difference to the way they play. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what's going to happen tomorrow. Ugarte is back, but Euro is out. Maguire still out. Yeah, that's what from the press conference today. It was Amarim and Dogu that were in the press conference today.
Yeah, Lenny Euro is seen in wearing a protected cast.
Yeah, I think he
so
was.
I will be very surprised if he plays.
It might be out for the season.
Yeah, Mason Mount's back.
Now
That's Bombay's boy. That's Bombay's boy.
Man. I'm telling you now. All right, okay. Keep laughing. This guy is key. He's so important in this.
You know what? In Bombay's
Thank you very much. I'm here all week.
In Bombay's dreams, Mason Mount is the best player in the world. He's a Ballon d'Or winner in Bombaye's dreams.
I swear down, I woke up, bro, in the middle of the night. We were tearing apart Barcelona. It was everywhere, and then I looked around. Oh, gutted. By the way, everybody, Jamie Wayne's birthday this Friday, the 14th. Jamie, you'd might like to know you share the same birthday as Albert Einstein.
There you go. And
True.
Albert Einstein ain't got nothing on Jamie Wayne.
Do you know what I mean? As smart as he is, he can't get the likes. Jamie, hit the likes, man. Hit the likes.
Listen, Jamie, Albert Einstein ain't got jack on you, mate. Big up to you, man. Happy birthday for Friday.
Happy birthday, Jamie.
Happy birthday, fella. Let's see if United can do it for you, right? Get you a birthday win tomorrow. But yeah, people, it's just, I find it, I'm going to go to the game tomorrow. I'll be there. It'll be freezing, the weather, and I'll be there making sure my friend's kid, gets home afterwards and, is safe and everything. But it is what it is. Like, I have zero expectations for me. And Bumba and Jarvis is saying that this is going to save the season. Season's over for me emotionally. It's done. And that interview and the PR propaganda and the sheep lapping it up, it's just amazed me. It's amazed me. 15 to 20,000 people marched against the Glazers and Ineos. And, like the chant goes, just like the Glazers, Jim Radcliffe is a see you next Tuesday, if you know what I mean. It's C-U-N-T. That's what it is. See you next Tuesday. But at the end of the day, they had it all prepared in time and all the different things that he's done. So I find it really despondent. And I hope that the protests continue. And I hope that majority of the fans do not succumb to this. But I had couple of more topics on the thing about the show. So actually, I wanted to go for this question quickly. Let's go to this question. Big up to Richie. Richie is a big Evertonian, but he likes the channel. He's a therapy man. He comes here. And the question is asked, do Manchester United have the money to upgrade the squad and build the stadium and pay off the debt? Go ahead, Lesso.
No.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Lesso.
No. They don't.
Why?
They don't have it. They don't have it.
Jim's
if
gonna
people
fix it,
actually
Lesso.
check.
Jim's got to fix it.
No,
Jim
but-
said, I'm taking you back to the top. Taking you all back to the top. Where we Manchester United belong. We're going to be the greatest
But you
team
heard
in
Jim.
the world. We're the greatest stadium in the world.
No, but you heard Jim the Reaper, man. He said it in the interview. He actually hinted it in terms of that they don't have the money, or even to the point that he said that the club would have been broke by the end of last season. So personally, that tells me that he doesn't have the money to have bought the club, all of it. So this is where I drew my conclusion as to how we're not going to be able to fund the stadium. This has to come from a private investor from somewhere, wherever it is. I don't know where this is going to come from, but they don't have the money actually to do everything, and it's evident. He said it in the interview, and I said it. I remember I also had the same argument saying that the only reason why he bought some of the club is because he could not come up with they didn't have the funds to actually take over the entire club, and they don't. And he confirmed it himself. And now the stadium issue, that's why I'm saying that we're gonna see some weird things, guys. So I'm saying to everyone, prepare yourself. We're gonna see some weird things. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, big up Bombaye before you go, Habibi. Talk to me. It's the new stadium. You're having it.
Yeah, it looks like a scene from Aquaman. The action's going to start in a minute now. Strobe lighting, warning signs. Man, I don't know. This whole new stadium thing. The sad thing is, bro, I was saying on Tactical Devils, the stadium will get built, bro, because that's just the way the world is. And we'll go to it. If it's a wicked stadium, we'll like it, and then time will do its thing, and we'll just get used to it and we'll move forward. The only thing I can hope for is I'm a football fan, man. I just want to see some good football. I want to start to compete for things and be taken seriously as a team and enjoy watching us. That's the worst thing for me. Football is my drug. And I hate to watch us. I just, it's so horrible to watch our football. It has been for ages. I sit here picking, this was good today. But in reality, I should be on here, with some glee. Like, I'm a United fan. I'm enjoying it. It was a great game. It's been years since I came on here and did something like that. The last time I did that was Tottenham, Ten Hag, where we absolutely played gorgeous. Other than that, really, it's just not what it is. That's my hope, that they actually pay some attention to the football, and we're not just a commercial club with the footballing aspect of it, 10 miles behind down the road. And that's my grievance. That's the grievance of everybody.
Okay.
And that's all I can hope for. With that, though, gentlemen, always a pleasure, man. Free Palestine, free all the oppressed in the world. Jim, suck it. URT Army, enough love. Good night.
Big up
Good
Bombay.
night,
Yeah,
Bombay.
squeezing. Bombay has gone back to squeezing.
Yeah,
Oh,
squeeze it.
Squeezy, lemon squeezy.
Big up, bro.
Good night,
Big up
guys.
to
Have a
you.
lovely evening.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You too.
Go ahead, Jarvis.
Yeah, the stadium. I think this. You have this. I don't know. You are the local. Is
Yeah.
this the right place to put it?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, Jarvis, what they're saying is that the regeneration is going to derail the railway track.
Mhm. Yep.
And that's the
Because
Bolton
this
and
is
that
the railway
area.
track here.
Yeah, that's the railway track. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know how they're going to do it. I really don't know how they're going to do it. And the fact that they said it's going to be 5 years' time, 5 years from now.
Bullshit.
I just, for that work, you better start yesterday to take in the regeneration. And the government, and Jim, remember what Jim said, Jarvis? He said it depends on how fast they regenerate. It depends on the government. If the government. Remember, that's what he was saying, if the government. But at the end of the day, it's pure PR, people. That's all I'm saying. All I see is PR. And none of them have come out and said how this is going to be financed. And also, did you hear in yesterday's, on Monday's interview, they never said how he's going to deal with the debt. He said, once we start winning, the debt will go down by itself. The debt has not gone down by itself for 20 years. It's actually increased.
Yeah, and they did it one better, and they said we will be the most profitable club in 3 to 5 years.
Does that mean dividends for you and the Glazers? Is that what he means? Is that what he's talking about?
Maybe that's what he was thinking of. Profitable for him. But yeah, it's a for me, like a foreign fan sitting here in Norway watching, in a lot of fans thinks that the new stadium is a good thing, and yeah, it most likely is, but I'm not sharing for it yet. It's like a cloud, like a dream. It's too far ahead. So it is what it is. I have to focus on the current situation, and I feel right now, like we are clinging in beginning of March, we are clinging to Europa League as our only hope. That's not good enough, and I don't see us signing any players this summer. Maybe we'll sign 3-4 players and stops with it. And I think Amorim is in trouble, because how is he supposed to do this without any backing? And then
Well, they didn't back
is
him in
he being
January,
scapegoated
Thomas.
yet again?
Yeah, they didn't back him in January. And that's why we're hearing talks of Diego Dalot and Maguire staying. When Jim's saying there's no money, like I'm paying 89 million already. Every club does that. It's called immortalization over a long period.
It is.
You pay 10 million a year.
It is, Norin. But do you think, by the way, 89 people have liked the video? It's over 300 people, almost 300 people watching. So if you haven't liked this, it's time now to smash that like.
Come on, people,
you have to
come
help out the channel. Norin is slaving in the kitchen, day and night for you guys. So please do us a favor. Take down the full screen on your phone. Press that thing that reminds you of a thumbs up. That will give the channel some push. You know, it's YouTube algorithms. They are keeping it down. So and
Shadow
you
ban
know,
still, but we don't give a damn.
yeah.
This is Rebel headquarters. If you ain't a rebel, don't do it. This is Rebel headquarters, people. Anti-Glazer, anti-Ineos.
Yeah.
So, where are they going to get the money from? Have you already answered?
Yeah, I've already answered that.
Okay,
they
Ben. And where they getting them, Ben? Have you got any spare cash, pal? Have you got a fiver to lend just for the stadium?
I might do. I mean, I watched the whole Sir Jim interview, and he just looks out of his depth. There was a question about Dan Ashworth. He's like, why did it not work? The Dan Ashworth thing. He's like, "It's chemistry," and he was like, "Was that with you? Was that with you or the management team?" Chemistry.
Listen,
I'll leave it with that.
I
Chemistry.
didn't know you had to employ people and you had to like take them on a date, romance and dance and pump and grind.
Love Island,
Love Island FC, eh? Up the Balloon FC, eh? First Dates FC.
No, I'll be honest with you. I do agree with Bombay. I think the stadium will get built. I don't know how. I really don't know how. I think the debt will go up even more. I think just Sir Jim's just trying to he was trying to forget about the question about the whole debt and talk about we're losing money. So we're spending more than we're earning. So I think he was trying to dodge the question a lot, along with the Glazers, obviously with the relationship with the Glazers. But as a fan, obviously it looks like a circus, but the Glazers have ruined Old Trafford. At the end of the day, Tottenham have had to say goodbye to White Hart Lane, and they've moved into probably I've been to it before. It's an unbelievable stadium. Big up the Spurs fans, even though that they rarely win anything.
Who are they in the table, Ben? With that bad boy stadium, what's the football like?
Oh, that's the issue. That's another issue, bro. That's another issue. But I do agree with Jarvis. I don't know with the stadium being built and planned. I don't know whether Amarim will get backed over the summer and just over during the period. If he does get backed, I reckon we will probably get about estimating probably about £30 million players, signings, youngsters, proper youngsters, like a Lenny Euro, like a Dorgu. I don't think we'll be going for these high profile players anymore.
Yeah.
But I generally do think this whole stadium shit, all this even the Europa League, winning the Europa League, I just think focusing on this is just papering over the cracks. And I've witnessed this as a fan for 22 years now, for supporting United. And at the end of the day, we've won European trophies, and then the next season we don't deserve to be in Champions League, Europa League. At the end of the day, why can we not just be a collective as a fan base and just say to ourselves, we need a proper reset? I've said it so many times, and I actually, as a fan, I want to win the Europa League, but at the same time, it's going to paper over the cracks. It will paper over the cracks about the Glazers, about Ineos, about the stadium, about Amarim if he sticks to his principles for next season. Look, he's sticking to his principles now, but we just don't know what's going to happen, because look at Ten Hag. Ten Hag focused on the European trophies. He tried to go for all 4 trophies in his first season, and in the second season, it just went to doom and gloom. So I just think we just need to. It's just embarrassing at this point, but I just think a lot of the blame as well. Obviously we can blame Glazers and Ineos, but it is on the fan base too as well. Fan base are just have different views. No one can be a collective and just focus on one thing, getting the Glazers and Ineos out, and it's just embarrassing. I think that's what they're trying to do. That's what they tried to did with the stadium trailer and stadium announcement. It's just the scene the protest was in the Arsenal game, and they just wanted to say, here, forget about the protest. Stop talking negative about us. We're bringing out this stadium. What do you think of it? It's just embarrassing. What our club's being run by. But yeah, I just think a message to all the fans: just stick to one thing and just focus on getting these vultures out. Don't
Yeah.
just get them out. We need a reset. You're muted, bro.
We definitely do need a reset. We definitely do need
Facts.
a reset. But reset ain't coming anytime soon when a lot of the fans, large parts of the fans are sheep and the other fans, and
Facts.
a lot of the other fans are bootlickers, innit? Bootlicking to authority and billionaire class, eh? Can you imagine? Yeah, big up. Wisdom says 1 billion fans worldwide. Start GoFundMe, £1 each. That's not a bad idea, actually. You don't want a debt. if you don't want another debt, obviously, the richest question. Most likely, they're gonna. What they're gonna do? They're going to fund it by sponsorships, aren't they? So Old Trafford will not be called Old Trafford. It's going to be called the Old Trafford Spinios or something like that. It's going to be called something, isn't it? They're going to get money from sponsorships. But then the debt, there'll be another debt that needs to be paid off, for sure. Then we'll have two sets of debt. Stadium debt and then Ineos and Glazer debt.
Norden, I don't know if you have ever thought about this, but if you're building a new stadium, because today it came out, this came out. We have revamped the training ground for 50 million, and we did it because we were struggling, because we can maximum lose about 105 million over the rolling next 3 years. It's the PSR allowed the club, yeah. So putting money into a new stadium and training grounds and community and youth development and women's football team and all of these investments give us a deduction on the PSR
to a certain extent.
Yes. So us building a new stadium now, it's PSR exempt. So it won't affect our PSR in a bad way, but it will affect us in a positive way. It could improve the club's leeway to spend more money into the club, and it could be an opening for the owners to actually put money into the club and give us an extra option to spend on the squad.
They're not going to, Jarvis. They're not going to put their money in.
So could it be that they have a plan in the future? That's why they're going on with this new stadium, because they.
For me, the only way they can.
I understand it, because I read from the Swedish Rumble that he talked about that the owners couldn't put money into the club because it wasn't allowed. It would.
No, you can for infrastructure. You're allowed to do for infrastructure. But
so I'm just thinking out of the box. Could this be one of the reasons?
For infrastructure, you can do it, right? So the 50 million they put on here because Ronaldo called them out on live television and said everything's still the same. And then I thought, shit, embarrassing. We better act on it. You know what I mean? Ronaldo called it out and said nothing has changed in the place. You know, they had to go home and use his own facilities. But of course, the infrastructure is taken. But you're going to have to borrow some of the money, Jarvis, because the new stadium is going to cost 2 billion plus. It's not cheap. It's not going to be cheap, even though some of it is going to be made, by the way, in Asia, different parts of the world. And what they're going to do is they're going to import it in, because the guy who's the architect is the architect who built majority of the stadiums for the Qatar World Cup. And the Qatar World Cup is that you can make the stadium, like he made one out of shipping containers, remember? It was the whole stadium was like a shipping container. So what they're saying, they're going to use the Manchester Canal to try to bring the large sections of stands to do that, through using these big ships. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work, but that's what they're saying. That's part of the PR. But yeah, when the owners can put money in for infrastructure, but we know the history of Glazers. Unless Ineos pay for it. Ineos pay for the stadium and then they'll be called Ineos Old Trafford or whatever.
Yeah, or other investors comes in like AMG, Mercedes-Benz, or
they might have the Amazon Arena or something like that. They might have it. To me, the other bit of it is that, like, what people are not getting is that if we had the right owners, Manchester United, Old Trafford would have been revamped like the Bernabeu, like Camp Nou, would have been revamped because it would have been done work on for over 16, 17 years. Or 20 years, work should have been done on it to make it. Look at Liverpool. they made it into over 60 plus thousand, and they're going to continue. They've got plans now in the next couple of years to do it for 70,000, 80,000. So that's how they're building, and that's how Manchester United became the biggest stadium in the UK, because the owners, Edwards and that, they were building, they were spending, they were getting money, putting it back into the club. They were putting the money they made from the club, they were putting it back into the club. So at the end of the day,
but my point is, you got my point. If we are building a new stadium, and let's say we sell naming rights, that could probably give us 100 million a year, like $2 billion over 10 years in extra income.
Over 2 billion plus is going to cost.
Yeah. But
I'm
just trying to think, and maybe this opens up the doors for the owners like Ineos to put some money into the club.
Because that's what I'm thinking. They have to pay for it. If it's going to be called Ineos Arena, then they have to pay for it. That will come. The 2 billion will come from Ineos, but I doubt it. I very much doubt it.
Yeah, me too. I'm just thinking maybe it could be a possibility.
I think once the stadium is built, the naming rights, the sponsorships that can come. But to build it, they're going to have to borrow money from the bank.
Yeah.
But people,
it's true.
It's going to be interesting.
I have a wee question for the panel. Apart from the circus that we net outside of the stadium, what is your overall thoughts on the stadium? Forget about like the net, that looks like a circus. But what's your overall thoughts inside of the stadium, like the pitch and the structure of the stands? Like, what do you think? Like I know we hate the Glazers and the Ineos, but like, what's your view of the inside of the stadium? Like, what do you like it, or do you not like it at all?
For me, I don't like the timing of that it's been announced, and I'm not seeing the details, so I can't really have a comment on it. Who's going to pay for it? How long it's going to take? I want to see the real timeline. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Not saying if the government regenerate, when the government that's what he was saying. He was giving himself plausible deniability in that interview. He was saying if the government, how fast the government do it. You know what I mean? Do the regeneration. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah. But for some people, it looks fantastic and they're happy with it. For me, aspect of it is heartbroken because all of the memories of Old Trafford. But I did say 10 years ago that United needed a new stadium. I knew that the Glazers were not going to do the revamp. And I was like, it's too much damage onto Old Trafford. 20 years ago, if you would have started, it would have been, with 74,000. You only needed to add maybe how many more thousand? 26,000 more to make a 100-seater stadium and to do all the rest of it. Some people reckon the money they're gonna charge the government for the property and other businesses who want the part of the property. Some of that money can go towards the stadium because United own a lot of land in and around the stadium, and they could sell. They could sell where Old Trafford is and turn it into apartments and flats.
Facts.
Yeah.
Jarvis, what about you? Or is your views?
Well, now it's just like a mirage. It's just like architecture drawings, and we will know in time. And I think we will get more details in the next couple of months. So I will come back to you on this one. Yeah,
perfect.
I need to see details, but go ahead, Lesso.
Yeah, I think I'm with Jarvis on that one. We still need to just see further details with regards to that, and then I think that's when we can make a proper judgment.
Yes.
Seen everything.
Well, it's a good question. Yeah,
it's a very good question, but for me, I'm not falling for the PR BS because I'm looking at the PR from the protest. No, but like Jarvis said, majority of the fan base is talking about stadium. But people like us on this channel, we got to stay 100% authentic and be real. If people think we're negative, then that's up to them. People want you to be lied to them. In the modern world, people prefer the lies than the truth because they can't handle the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because people become sheep. They've been programmed to become sheep. And then there's the hardcore bootlickers who will just, whatever. Yes, sir, take their cap off. Yes, sir, Jim, where do you want me to lick? The side of the boot? Inside of the boot? Underneath the boot? How hard do you want me to lick the boot? That's what we've got within the fan base. That's what we have, Jarvis. I'm sorry.
It
That's
is,
what
it
we have.
is, it is. But Northern, before we end this, so I know you want to wrap up, but I just want to say, on Monday I did a show on Jarvis's Corner, and I called the show "Is Bruno a low block player, a counter-attacking player?" And I made the case that maybe Bruno is not the best midfield option going forward in this Amorim system. I just want to say right away, I lost 3 subscribers in just 10 minutes when I just raised the topic. But it is what it is, you know. But after yesterday's game, when I saw PSG play, I paid extra attention to Vitinha, and I went into his FB refs, and I looked at this as a deep playing playmaker. If you see here, there's something called pass completion.
Wow.
And progressive passes. So you see, he likes to pass the ball, tiki taka it around, and he also makes something out of it, progressive passes. But if you compare this to Bruno, oh, that's my friend here. If you compare this to Bruno,
Oh my
you see his
god.
pass completion. He's in the 10% percentile compared to the top 5 league when it comes to pass completion.
Sorry, Jarvis.
And
Sorry,
progressive
Jarvis.
passes is
Jarvis,
99.
the audio dropped a minute because of my internet. What did you say? Compared Bruno to who?
Vitinha and Bruno.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
Yeah, so
Jarvis,
Vitinha has
Jarvis,
is in the
Jarvis.
99 percentile with pass completion.
Jarvis, you're talking about Jarvis. You're talking about planet Earth and Jupiter. You're talking about 2 different universes in terms of football. Like Jarvis, I told you we played through 2 players, and majority of the counter-attack football we played under Oli, under Ten Hag, and the 2 players were Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. That's what it is. That's why the balls are the over-the-top balls, the long balls hitting that. That's why he prefers. He can't play patient, intricate football. I've only ever seen him do it 1 game in 4 years, and that was the game against Liverpool at Anfield. Only time I've ever seen him do it.
But I did say this. Remember that heated argument I had with Sean with regards to this when we mentioned which players I think they would not fit this system, you know, with Amorim, because obviously you look at things like ball retention, you look at pass completion, you look at how one carries the ball, and you know when to release the ball, you know, those sort of things. Bruno lacks those fundamentals, and hence why I said he wouldn't. I still would have seen Sporting selling even with Amorim there. Amorim would have probably got rid of him after the first season. He would have, when he was when he took over, he would have got rid of Bruno, because the way you looked at how Sporting played, there was nowhere. Sorry.
To you, at the end of the day,
technical issues.
Yeah, technical
Sorry
issues
about that,
on that part. But at the end of the day, the way I think about it, go ahead, Lesso. You're back now.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but to say that it was just not going to work out. I mean, I stated that Bruno, Garnacho, and Rashford, specifically those 3, are the players that I stated that would have problem fitting into the system because of those fundamentals. So yeah, look what's happening right now. You know, we're facing problems. One is out of the club right now. Currently, is out on loan. One had a running with Amorim. The other is a problem for Amorim at the moment. So it is what it is, guys. But going forward, obviously that's why I said that that's the kind of midfielders he's gonna try and look out for. I mean, where he did mention that he liked Trincao as well, and obviously he likes Vitinha, and he fancies there's other players that he's looking at, younger players.
He was looking at Reinders as well from AC Milan.
But Vitinha, he played for Wolves a couple of seasons ago.
There's a lot of those. And you see, it's these type of players now that we're looking at, and it's life outside of Bruno at the moment. You know, the way we want to play going forward, even outside of Amorim, I think we're moving past the point of players who are counter-attacking style of and low block type of style of play. So that's even with the young players that we're scouting all over the world. You know, if you look at the midfielders that we're looking at, the ones from Boca Junior and there's another one from this other club, I forgot, River Plate, that we're also looking at. Those type of if you watch those players that we're currently scouting in the Argentine league, and especially in the midfield area, they more or less more or less look like Vitinha, more like Vitinha in terms of style and and in the way then how they hold the ball and in the releasing of the ball and the ball retention as well. So in our future going forward, that's the type of midfielders that we probably are going to look for. You know, players who can protect the ball well and who know when to release it. And
yeah.
What's his contract
Yeah,
situation like, Vitinha?
No, I think it's impossible. He's like the best
impossible?
midfielder
Right,
in the
okay.
world at the moment. So,
Yeah.
but I just want to say story. I saw a comment.
Yeah.
My point is on this when I brought up this, because you see I both highlight pass completion and progressive passes. So progressive passes is creating passes. It's forward passes, and it's about making something happen.
Jarvis,
And he's
when
on,
they play
and
for
Bruno is
Portugal-
in.
Jarvis, when they play for Portugal, Bruno gives the ball to Vitinha.
Yeah, and good for him.
Vitinha demands the ball of everybody. They play for Vitinha.
Yeah, but Ahmad is free from Tiram. Say we already have Jimmy Twaits. Your guy, Nordin. Yeah, but he's good. He's no laugh. He's actually really
He's
good.
good, but he's young, man. He's young. He's
very young.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is part of the problem. You know, we lose the ball way too often, and I think it's not sustainable. That's the only option, because right now Bruno is in great shape. He's doing really well, and everybody loves him. And yeah, even me too. I really appreciate what he does for the team, but it's not sustainable in the long run because he's a loose cannon on the deck. And when going gets tough, he will try to take the game by himself and bombard the last third with creative long passes, and we will lose the ball 9 out of 10 times. And it will make us tired because we will start running forward. We will lose the ball, and you have to track back, up and down, up and down, up and down, and the rhythm of the game is ruined because of this. So as a team, I think a lot of these players suffer under this. So, you know, I love Bruno as much as the next one, but in the long run, I don't think he is the solution.
He's never been the solution, Jarvis, and that's why I said it. He can do all the heroic things and do this, do that. It's not sustainable. I'm afraid low block football is not sustainable. And if Amorim is now changing, I find that really disheartening. It's crazy.
Yeah.
If he's changing the way he wants to play. Ruben Amorim relationship with it's really good since day one. We are blunt and honest with each other. We always felt the support of the board. Now he's defending them. Dangerous path he's going down. Overpaid comments. If I'm being, everybody's underperforming, including myself for that. You're talking about players like Casemiro, who want everything, and these players can play so much better. We have to change his mind. Yeah. Ruben Amorim Mason Mount too early. You're out. Harry Maguire cannot play, but we have to have him for Sunday. Maguire in the squad.
Yeah.
There you go. Lining up the finances. There's also needs to be alignment with all the stakeholders involved in the wider regeneration project. There you go, baby. You have it. Big up to everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Casemiro.
Did you see this?
No.
Casemiro didn't react well to Sir Jim's comments this week. He felt he was scapegoated because he was there and was on a high wage. So even more conflict.
Well, it is what it is. I think they're doing everything to try to get him out, Jarvis. That's what they're trying everything. But he's already come out in an interview in Brazil, apparently, saying, I'm not going anywhere. I like Manchester. My kids are in a nice school. And you know what? Go and check it out on Saeed TV. I predicted it. I said nobody in world football was giving him that length of contract, that amount of money, and paying that much money for him. And people were scolding me. You're a Casemiro hater. I was calling it out earlier. I said Ineos will mismanage just like the Glazers. I called it out, and people are still telling me I'm negative. And people don't.
You said it the day we signed him, Nuruddin. The day we signed him, 60 million. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said it. Yeah, we said it.
Yeah, you did it. You said it right away.
I just said nobody was gonna. I even said this. Yeah, I said his grandchildren are not alive yet because his children are young. But they're dancing on a Copacabana beach because the money Manchester United are giving him is unbelievable. No other football club in the world for a player that age, coming from that league, was going to give him that amount of money and for that length of contract and paying that much for him. Panic FC. I said it was panic, and people were killing me. I've enjoyed it. I thought his first season, it was phenomenal. I thought the English referees were against him. Clear, blatant. All of them sending him off for no reason. But unfortunately, when you get older, the drop can come very sudden. I don't blame him for everything at Manchester United. I don't blame one individual. No. The club is a very toxic place, and we deserve what we get. You know what they say in it? You deserve the leaders that you have. We deserve the people we have. That's how it is. But I will always fight. I will never become a bootlicker. I got Ben. I got Lesso, and then I've got the therapy army to always keep me accountable. Never bootlick. Never bootlick for Ineos or for Glazers. I will always tell it as it is. And big up, please, people. I need you to really go and subscribe to a channel called Tactical Devils. 2-hour tactical breakdowns of Manchester United football. So go and check it out. Tactical Devils YouTube channel, please. 3 subscribers have been lost. What you need to do is that those people who get triggered because they agree with somebody else's opinion, you don't want them as subscribers, Jarvis. You don't want people who are snowflakes in that sense.
But I'm not bitter. You know, people are entitled to their opinion, and so am I.
People can have their opinion, but because you analyzed his game and you broke it down, but then still they're like unsubscribing from your channel. It's just beyond me personally. You just disagree. If you like a player, you tell Jarvis, no, Jarvis, I think you're wrong in the comments. You tell them like so many people do. I think one person doesn't come on here anymore because he thinks, is it Alias? He doesn't come on here anymore because he thinks I hate Bruno. But I can't come back from the game and tell him Bruno played amazing. I can't. I don't know if he started a new job, Lilias, but he used to be on here. He's a big Bruno fan. It was a really good.
I just think he emotionally checked out because he's sick of Man United and the circus, you know. So he's good. He's good.
Yeah, big up to him. But there, go on, please subscribe. But if you're a snowflake and when Jarvis tactically breaks down what his opinion he thinks about a player, you're gonna unsubscribe. Then don't subscribe because it's not for the fair-hearted. Just like here, this channel, we just tell it as our point of view. You can challenge it respectfully all day, every day. You know what I mean? But if you're going to unsubscribe from the channel because of that, I find that really worrying. Because that's a player FC. That's a cult. The cult of player FC. And one thing, there's not enough
modern fan base.
Amazing for us to have cult of player FC. But last word from you, Lesso. Let's go around. Last word.
Yeah, I just think that yeah, man, we it is what it is. The Europa League is the only thing that we are playing for this season. Pretty much, if the league games, the remaining league games are basically friendly games, as Chavez said, to be honest. And yeah, let's just see what the season brings. But honestly, with Ineos and everything, I'm just not optimistic. You know, with everything that I've seen from bad decisions and the way we just keep getting worse, I can't be optimistic. until these guys are gone. Personally, and yeah, that comment right there just sums it up. Everything that we are a circus. That comment right there. I'm sorry.
Let's call it a night.
So I'm calling it a night.
That's the
honestly.
comment
But
of the
yeah,
night.
big up,
Big up the DJ Superfly guy. Yeah, big up. Go ahead, Lesso.
big up. No, big up. Yeah. For me, I think these guys will win the game tomorrow. Pretty much because they know that's the only thing they're playing for. And yeah, they're a cup competition team. That's who they are. They can't string two two wins in a row. So this suits them. This suits them perfectly. So yeah.
Yeah, big up. Ben, last word from you.
Yes, first things first. Big up for having me on. Big up the chat. Big up URT. Big up to Jarvis, by the way, for having me on. Tactical Devils, the debut. So appreciate that. I look forward for more to come on, Jarvis. But and another one. Once again, Jimmy Wynn, happy birthday again, bro. To you. I hope you have a good one, and hopefully United will get a win tomorrow. But last words of the show. We were in a mess. At the end of the day, we're not going to get out of this mess unless we get a full reset and all the most majority of the fan base are collective together and focusing on one thing, and that's to get these vultures out. Hopefully we'll win tomorrow. I'll always support the team. But if we lose tomorrow, it doesn't really bother me. Really, I'm not going to have any thoughts or mind, to changing Amarim or anything. But there'll be a lot of pressure for him next season, 100%. But now big up for having me on. Free Palestine, fuck Zionism, free Sudan, free Syria, and Ineos out, Glazers out, fuck Jim Radcliffe, and big up the chat.
So obviously they've got no idea. Manchester youth teams and Manchester women's team play outside of Manchester in a town called Lee. So all this new stadium BS, they're not going to solve that problem with the women's team. So they're saying that the United Old Trafford 30,000. That's what I said. I said that for a long time. If you're going to do it, turn Old Trafford and keep it. But they're not saying no. That's not feasible. It is what it is, people. It's where we're at. Jarvis, last word of the show. Go ahead.
No, I think I'm done for the night. I think it's been a great show, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been really a good show. I think we had a good debate, and we will go tomorrow, and hopefully we will win that game. I'm a spend. I really hope that we can go through, and because I want the season to continue. The next round is end of April, and then we have the semifinals in the beginning of May. So it could prolong our season just for a bit, because I'm not ready to give up quite yet. And we have players coming back. Dorgu is back in the game tomorrow. I think he's important for the Amarim system, and I also think playing in Europa, the tempo is a little bit lower, so it suits us better in a way. So maybe we can perform tomorrow. I hope that we can play a good game. I hope the players are up for it and they understand, because this team, this Real Sociedad team, is no walkover. I think they played bad last game, and I think they will come back. They are in the same position as we are almost. They are sitting 11th in the league, and I don't think they have a theoretical big chance to qualify for Europe next season. So this is their only chance. And Subamendi is back, and they have a lot of experienced players. That centre back guy, Subildia, has been playing for I don't know for how long. And a lot of these players, the striker Oyarzabal is, he's been there since last 7-8 years. So they are experienced. They know how to do this. So we should be worried, but hopefully we will win. So my prediction tomorrow, let's say, I don't think it will be a lot of goals. So hopefully we will win 1-0.
Yeah, big up. All I'm saying, I'll be there tomorrow. We'll report back what we think of the game. I just yeah, I'm gonna try to do a test and see. I'm gonna ask the fans if they're excited or if they have it's still got the fight in them to protest and to do more. That's what I'm gonna ask them tomorrow. I'm gonna find out and I'll report back here. Big up to everybody. I'd like to thank Bumbaye. I want to thank Lesso. I want to thank Ben. Make sure you check him out at Twitter at Elmore39. Big up Jarvis, the host of Tactical Devils. Please go over there and subscribe. They need to get that into 1,000 ASAP. Tactical Breakdown. And Jarvis welcomes anybody to disagree with his point of view, to challenge his point of view. But don't run away like a little baby, because your favorite player, you're a Bruno FC. Honestly, it makes me laugh. So yeah, make sure Jarvis Bowley 77 Tactical Devils on YouTube. And Lesso, make sure you check out Lesso at Lesso is Black Rain. Lesso Football TV, but Black Rain at Black Rain on Twitter. And yeah, there you go. That guy Red Devil on Twitter or X, or these days, what they would want to call it. And big up to everybody. Fuck the GCSEs, fuck the Glazers, fuck Ineos. And if you want to be down, if you're a bootlicker for them, then F you too. F the Zionism, free Ireland, free Palestine, free Manchester United, free the Manchester 10, free Tigray, free Sudan, free the Congo, free the people wherever they are in this world. You know, wherever the people that are oppressed. Looks like Jamie Wayne has got, Ben has got a bit of the Jimmy Titus. Jimmy was doing that when he was asked the question yesterday.
Yeah. I'm asthmatic, so I do cough a lot. Apologies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. You see, look what I'm doing. Look, I'm here abusing people with it. How much of the ableist is that of me? Hey, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. But that's what he was doing yesterday. Gary, you play there, Gary. You know. You play there, Gary. You know. However, oh, I didn't know about that. That's a good idea.
Oh, you didn't know about that.
Listen, big up to you, yeah. Free Palestine, man. Free Lebanon, free the Congo, free everybody, free the people, free the land, free people from oppression everywhere in this world. Big up to all the indigenous free people, whether the Sami people of Scandinavia, whether the indigenous people of the Americas, whether the indigenous people in Asia, all parts of the world. Big up to them. Love and light, people. Big up, love and light. We'll be back here tomorrow. Jarvis will be going live straight after the match. I'll be coming back and we'll go live then. So, yeah, love and light, people. Look after each other. And like I said, Tactical Devils. It's there. Let's type that into YouTube. 400 shot. On the 400 shot of...
come on, people.
Of 1,000 subscribers. And the work, the amount of graft, the amount of hours, it deserves it. So that's the least you can do. But yeah, and a guy called Julian. Fuck you, Zionist.
Yep.
Take care.
Big up, Said.
Big up, Said. Take care, people. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.